Hey guys, David from the Trade Study here. Going to be doing a little bit of a new video here on ticker symbol RIOT, Riot. This is a Bitcoin mining company that has been coming up quite a bit. I've had at least 10 followers ask me about this company, so I wanted to make a video and show you guys what I saw just from taking a quick glimpse into this company. Share my views. Again, none of this is a recommendation or suggestion. This is not a bearish or bullish video. This is just me laying out some important details that I found through my quick review into this company. So with any investment that you make into a company, you got to find out exactly what the company is about. So I visited the website riotblockchain.com, and pretty much what they are is a Bitcoin mining company. They support the Bitcoin blockchain. They work in the US, operating in New York. They pretty much believe that the future Bitcoin mining will benefit American operations and endeavors to be the driver of that future. As you go through the website, they actually have all these pretty cool statistics: current mining rate, hash rate, efficiency, power consumption, some of their growth milestones, background into their story, how they've been able to just grow more and more miners. I'm not really too interested in all that information. I still consider myself pretty new to cryptocurrency. I only started investing into cryptocurrency in 2017. So I still consider myself a newbie when it comes to all of that. Besides the point though, going back to the company, what you would do is with any company that you visit their website, they usually have an investors tab. You'll want to go there. And then you'll have your investors relations here. So here you can keep track of any news events, PRs. But what we want to see more importantly is financial info. We want to make sure the company has money, that they're making money, that my money is going to be safe parked into this company. So I go to financial info. Now you have, here we go, latest financial results. So you have the 10K annual report. We're going to take a dive in here. And now we have this document. It looks exactly like this. And we're going to go digging into this 10K report that's going to have a whole bunch of information listed here. But what I care about at the end of the day is financial data. I want to make sure this company is making sustained money and I can be comfortable, sleep at night with having my money invested in the company. These data that are presented in these forms are very important. They usually tell you about what is going on with the money, what are they planning to use it for. It can get very detailed. Again, I'm not going to go into so much detail. I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse of what I have noticed. And here we go. We got selected financial data on page 38. So let's go down there. You'll have to do a lot of scrolling through here. All these documents are very large. There's some pretty cool information here too. You can see mining production, cryptocurrency. Looks like they do Litecoin as well, LTC. Somebody can correct me on that one. And then they have Bitcoin as they listed on the website. So pretty interesting. Looks like they're expanding into other cryptocurrencies. And you can see also their competitors here. So in the competing space, Marathon Digital Holdings, so Mara, SOS Limited, Overstock, a lot of big names that keep on popping up that I'm sure those of you who are involved in this space are seeing those names pop up. They tend to trade together in similar trends when you look at their stock price, especially when Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies are surging to new highs in these bull runs that we are experiencing. So as you can see, I'm still scrolling down. I'm trying to find that financial data. And what I want to look at on that financial data is I want to see, right here we go, we're getting warm. I want to see how much of their assets and liabilities they have. I like to look and utilize current ratio. and then their total assets to liabilities to see exactly where they stand with their finances. There's a lot of financial ratios available to conduct fundamental analysis. Um, but those are. I thought I was nearby. Hold on. We're almost. All right, here we go. Yeah, and when you look at these for different companies, they have a similar format, identical. So, what we have here is the consolidated balance sheet. The balance sheet here has these numbers listed. Everything is going to be multiplied by 1,000. These are listed in thousands, except for the share and per share amounts. So I told you that I want to see current assets. Current assets, perfect. Right here, they tell you the breakdown of their assets. So they have about 11 million. Remember, you have to multiply this by 1,000 in cryptocurrencies. They have 1 million prepaid expenses and other current assets. And then they have about 223 million in current assets total. That's a lot of money, considering that a year ago they only had about 74. Yeah, 74.40. That is a big jump. So when we scroll down, we have our total assets, which is going to take the sum of all of this. They made about 280 million on the year. So that is a pretty good number. Their current liabilities, about right here, total liabilities 3 million, current liabilities, here it is, about 2.4 million. I'm going to round it up just to make our numbers more even. Not even going to bother doing the calculation on their current ratio, because current ratio looks at current assets divided by current liabilities. You do 223 million divided by 2.4 million on those current assets to current liabilities. And you're going to get something, I think, like in the 90s, just off the top of my head doing that math, which is a ridiculous ratio to have. I don't even think I've ever seen that before. So that's pretty good. They are definitely in good financial standing just from judging those numbers. And their total assets was 280 million, only 3 million in total liabilities. That is a pretty good deal. This company is killing it. I want to scroll down and see what else I can find here. So they talk about Series A, Series B, convertible stock. That's a whole nother YouTube video I'll have to make. If you guys have any questions about that, you can always reach out to me and I can explain the difference on that. And if you keep going further down, you have a chart here that explains and it compares the previous year too, so you can see the trend. They are definitely bringing in more revenue. But definitely there are some costs and expenses going up. I noticed that their operating loss went up, and they almost did 100% increase on their operating loss. That's something a bit concerning. Whenever you see a big jump like that. So that's definitely something I would like to know more about, why there was such a big jump in their operating loss. You see here, total income, net loss. So I'm digging through here. Basic and diluted net loss per share. So they were, their EPS was 1.02 last year, 0.3 this year, so it definitely going up, good direction. Here we have financing data and stock data, and there is something here that really does stick out to me right now, just glancing at this. And it's this guy right here. This is a lot of money. This was in last year. And if we look at, so this is 23 million that they collected off of financing completing something called an ATM, or an at the market offering. And if we fast forward a year later, check this out. That is a large sum of money right there. About 257 million cash was received through the completion of a at the market offering. So wait, hold on one second. This company has about 223 million in current assets, right? And they are getting about 257 million off of just completing a offering on the stock market. On top of that, their total assets are about $280 million, which 257 of that 280, you have to think about this, is coming from the completion of an at the market offering off of a stock market mechanism that companies can use to raise capital. This is a little bit misleading to me, and this isn't the first time I see this. There's a lot of publicly listed companies on the exchange that take advantage of this mechanism, and this is perfect for raising capital. Yes, when they complete this action and raise capital, it is used for certain projects or reinvesting into development, into the company to further put growth. But I'm not too sure what's going on here. And this is a very large figure. We are looking at a 257 million figure that is greater than their current assets. And we are looking at a 257 million figure that is, when you subtract it from their 280 million of total assets, it's a very large proportion of their revenue. How, we go back to how the company was presenting this data and this growth, and I'm looking here and I'm like, I'm not really seeing the same revenue that the company is presenting now. When I see this big number sticking out, that's pretty much sucking up all their revenue that they are bringing in. So you're probably wondering, how does this at the market offering work? And the way how this works is, to explain it simply and not make this a very long YouTube video, is that, again, this is used by publicly traded companies. You're going to raise capital over time, and in the ATM, or at the market offering, this is going to be listed. So what they're going to do is these exchange listed companies are incrementally going to sell these newly issued shares into the secondary market. The secondary market is where there's trading happening on different brokerage platforms, over the counter markets, all of that. And they designate a broker dealer, usually done at increasing market prices. When you're doing that at increasing market prices, you could take advantage of that capital appreciation. So the broker dealer sells that issuing company shares out in the open market. They receive that cash from that transaction. So then the broker dealer then is going to take those proceeds to the company, where the cash then is used for whatever purpose they want to do with it. So the key here is that as the stock does go higher, there's going to be greater opportunity for a greater amount of money that can be raised. So you're raising that money in this bull run that's happening in the crypto market right now. And as you can see, from 2019 to 2020, there was definitely a huge jump. Also, another thing to note about these at the money offerings, they can be started or stopped at any point in time. So they can be positioned kind of in like anticipation of an upcoming liquidity event. So in other words, if the market's getting ready to sell off, or in advance of maybe a positive major milestone, or maybe we can think about an earnings report. And guess what? What a coincidence. The company actually does have an earnings report this week as I'm making this video. I don't know if it's tomorrow, but I know it's sometime this week. So at the end of the day, to kind of wrap up this video, And this quick glimpse, again, like I said in the beginning, none of this is a recommendation or suggestion. This isn't a bullish or a bearish video, but just going through this financial data, there are some big questions that need to be answered. Does this company really make that much money as it looks? And honestly, it doesn't look like it. It's mostly through financing. It's kind of misleading the way how it's presented, and it can be deceiving for investors that are looking to invest into the company, because they have a very nice, well presented website, and they have this beautiful PR fluff. Everything's like presented really well. Um, so, guys, on that note, I hope you enjoyed my short, quick video. I also have a podcast available where I talk about different investing and trading topics. Be free to check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, throw me a like, a comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.